Okay, Coach, we'll start with a few questions for you, then move on to Jake. You've taken over a team that has been nationally ranked on a regular basis over the last 7 to 8 years. What have been some advantages of stepping into the head coaching position at a program like Thomas More?
All right, before I answer that, I just want to say it's a pleasure for me to be here. I actually played in the PAC many eras ago. And at my university, I was at Old Western Reserve University. We were one of the first teams that formed this league in the beginning of Division III, so it's kind of some history. Taking over a team like Thomas More, it's been great. I mean, it's a privilege for me. President Armstrong had enough confidence in me to hire me to take over this program, and Terry Connor, our AD. It's a program that, coming in as a rookie coach, you don't have to change the culture. I love how our guys expect to win, the tradition there, the way they do things. You guys know as coaches, you take over a program and you got to change the little things. Well, I don't have to do that right now. Those guys know what it takes, and we just got to tweak it a little bit and try to stay focused. So it's been great to take over a program like Thomas More.
Within your first month on the job at Thomas More, the women's basketball team won the Division III National Championship. Did that help motivate your players during the spring and off season, seeing what can be achieved at Thomas More?
My first day there, the president wanted to introduce me at halftime at a women's game, and I think it was a PAC tournament. I had never watched them play, and I was just, whoa, this is how we got to play. So I remember the next time we met with the team, I go, fellas, this is how we got to play football. I mean, they run up and down the court. They never stop. They train. They're unbelievable. They're exciting to watch. So we talked about it, and we tried to get behind them. Our guys had cheering sections, and when they ended up winning it, we ended spring practice early to go meet the bus. So absolutely, they really set the tone for us.
Thomas More loses an All-America running back in Dominique Hayden to graduation. Will that change what we see offensively from the Saints?
Well, I mean, you don't replace Dominic Hayden, a guy like that. I mean, he's an All-American, career rushing leader, finalist for the Gagliardi Trophy. I mean, you just can't replace him. He's tremendous. But, I think the strength of our team will be our linemen coming back. We got 4 starters. Our coach, offensive coaches, Trevor Stellman does a great job. We're not going to change our philosophy. We just got to hope, we find people that could run the ball. We feel we got some pretty good people waiting in the wings, but you just don't replace Dominic, so it'll be a little bit different.
Thomas More has been known for its defense in the past. You are a defensive-minded coach who replaces a defensive-minded coach. Will you be putting your own stamp on the Saints' defense in 2015?
Well, that's another tough question. I coached against Serrani when he was playing. He was tough, by the way. I'll throw that in there. They're in Mount Union. They were tough. But, again, as a rookie coach, you want to come in and change everything. I learned that. Don't do it. Fix what needs to be fixed. We do a lot of great things on defense, so we're going to keep doing what we do. I have some ideas. I'm working with, Chris Norwell, our defensive coordinator, and Kyle Prosser, and changing a little bit, but, we're pretty much going to play Thomas More defense.
Coach, thanks a lot. Jake, a couple of questions for you now. Speaking from an offensive lineman's perspective, what was it like blocking for a running back like Dominique Hayden over the past few seasons?
Well, Dom brought a lot to the table. Not only on the field was he a great player, but off he has great character. He's not outspoken. He's a quiet guy. And what really motivated us was his, second and third efforts. When he does that, it emulates that to the rest of the offensive line to, push a little harder. Maybe he will break off a run that will go for a touchdown or something. So that really motivated us to block a little harder for him.
What was last offseason's coaching change like for you and your teammates? Have the seniors taken on a greater leadership role because of that change?
Yeah, I think so. When the whole change happened, the seniors got together and, we told ourselves that this doesn't change anything. Obviously, we came to Thomas More for Coach Hilbert, but now that Coach Scafe's here, we're playing for him, and we love him, so it's all good.
The Thomas More Athletic Department as a whole has been very successful during your 3 years at the college. Has the successes of those other programs motivated the team to work even harder to continue building upon those successes of the other programs?
Especially when you see, the other teams, celebrating. They have their outright PAC championships. We want the same thing. So yes, it does really, motivate us and puts a little fire under us to try a little harder,
Your team is made up of a lot of homegrown talent from Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati. What has it been like to play in front of your family and friends for a program known throughout your local communities for its many successes?
Well, it's truly a blessing. I only live like 10 minutes away from Thomas More. I'm a local kid, like you said. It's really awesome just to be able to play in front of your family, friends. They can come to the games. Everybody's close together. It's Northern Kentucky. So it's been a real blessing playing at Thomas More.
Jake, final question. Offensively, what do the Saints need to do in 2015 to be as explosive on that side of the ball as they have in seasons past?
I think we need to utilize all the weapons we have. Try to spread the ball a little more. Dom was a great player, so we're probably going to give the ball to him a lot. So this season, I hope we, like I said, spread it out more, use all of our weapons.